Mike, what are you doing to this car? Oh shit! Oh, it's Monday.
He's putting a 4 Innovations fuel system in it, dual pump.
What's he looking to make, Bicho? What's he looking to make?
It made 715. I'm hoping it makes like 770.
That's what he wants to make, or he wants to pull you down?
He doesn't care. No,
He really just wants to go 9s
like
and
30 horsepower. He just wants to run 9s, but he got 10.0. I think it's 10.01, 10.02. He wants 9s.
He wants 9s?
But now he's okay with the 85. So.
What I'm saying is, why don't you pull you down and make some nasty shit?
Is that what, a 3.0?
Yeah, the 2.9?
Pretty small.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna get what, 2.7? I don't know.
I'm just prepping him for, he's gonna wanna, yeah, exactly. He's gonna run a nice tank, fucking cage, the whole 9 yards.
We gotta find out who fucking shat in the fucking toilet.
That's staying, that shit's staying on the video. Oh, it was homeboy with the new guy, Nick. So anyway, they're gonna put a fuel system in this thing, and I guess it already. Oh, you already did it. Is the hat visible or no?
No, it's all covered up. You can hear.
Can you see it? Damn, B. I can't see shit, bitch. Oh, there it is. All right. Thank you. So this car went 10.0 on pump gas with a 2.9 Whipple automatic swap, and he wants to go 9s. And what's the best way to do that? You E85 the sucker. Now, talking about E85, this car, Whipple supercharged 800 plus rear wheel horsepower on E85. Now, a car I just finished. The Cobra? Oh, I'll get the Cobra. Don't you worry. That little guy's. Okay, so this car is Joshua Pinzone's car. This guy, I tuned it, but again, I did not tune it in person. I tuned it via the ticket system. Never ran it on the dyno. That is all Christian's deal. But this car is a great example of a customer that really listens. Okay, this guy knows it's a Gen 1 engine. Gen 1 engines are not built to make more than 700 and hell, at about 720, I start to worry. I start going, I don't care what oil pump gears you have. I don't care what's going on in this sucker. It can kick around at any time because it's a Gen 1. Gen 1s are not great. But check this out. This guy has a 79 millimeter VMP pulley. It has cams, comp cams, NA cams. I really like the coil covers. This guy's got good taste. Comp cams, NA cams. And the car made 722 rear wheel horsepower on basically 11 pounds of boost with a 2.3. This isn't a, you know, Gen 3. This is a regular Gen 2R. You know, this is a couple of years old already. But it made 722 rear wheel horsepower on like 17 and a half or 18 degrees. Meaning it's super soft. Why? I really don't want to chuck a rod in this thing, and the customer knows that. The customer goes, no, it made 722. He's going to put an 82 millimeter pulley on it because he wants to have the car for a while. He wants to have some fun, and he's at that perfect range where he can have a bunch of fun, race a bunch of people, and not really have to worry about blowing the thing up. But he also understands that this car is going to need a motor upgrade if he wants to make more power. It has a return style fuel system, E85, ID 1050Xs. This car is ready to make 800 plus rear wheel horsepower without even sneezing at it. Matter of fact, it probably can right now, but it's a Gen 1 motor, so the rods will definitely not be able to hold up to that kind of power. So what he's going to do is drive it around, enjoy it at about 700 rear wheel horsepower, and then save a little money, get a Gen 2 short block in this sucker, swap all the cam stuff over. We're going to swap the chains, the cams, everything, and then we're gonna put this guy, put a 72 or a 69 millimeter pulley on it with cams. Watch this sucker make close to 900 rear wheel horsepower with that blower. Trust me, this car is definitely capable of making big boy horsepower with that pulley combo with a Gen 2 short block. Not with the Gen 1 because kick a rod, everything goes. Now guess who's back in town? Wayne's car. Wayne's car I showcased not too long ago. Running 820s on like 25 PSI. Really soft stuff. He is literally wanting to go after it like hardcore. I'm saying sending it. He wants to make, you know, really, you know, eye-popping numbers like in the sevens. It's already an 820 car. So he's like, what's it take to go sevens? Well, he's in here for some Cooling mods. What do you mean cooling mods? Well, it has an air-to-air intercooler, not an air-to-water. So he doesn't do the ice stuff, and it's definitely a street car. So it's gonna get meth so that it can cool for IATs. It's already on E85, so he doesn't need any octane. The meth is solely gonna be used for cooling. So it's here for that, an anti-roll bar upgrade, and maybe have some stuff looked over at the suspension, because this thing is gonna be running well into the 7s, and at that point you really wanna make sure everything is nice and stout. You're not looking to go 7s at probably 180 or so mile an hour and not really have everything up to snuff. So he wants to make sure it can handle that kind of power. Brought it back, give it a whole once over, upgrade some parts here and there, and get back to the track. And the record right now for a 6R80 equipped vehicle, any 6R80 equipped vehicle, is 770. And I'm thinking either the Grey Goose or this car are gonna be the next ones that'll be as close as possible to hit that record, for lack of a better word. So that's pretty much what's going on here at Power by the Hour, beside this beautiful Shelby that everybody wanted me to talk about. So I'll go ahead and upload a video showcasing this little Shelby, talk about it a little bit, because this car is really well put together.
Over to the car?
We can go over to the car.
All right, let's go over to the car.
I'm gonna have Christian.
Welcome to MTV Cribs on the show. All right, so we have here 2008 GT500. It's alloy. This guy's always near me. It's alloy metallic with satin silver stripes.
That's the name of the color?
Yep. 2008, so it's a good one. It has navigation from the factory, which is cool to see. Nobody ever, has that in these bodies. But it's got GT3 1314 GT500 rear brakes. Did those upgrades. So you got to change the axle ends. So you have to pull the axles out, change the ends, put the rotor on there. Obviously, it's got some QA1s, lowering springs. It has off-road X-pipe. Very cool Shelby JBA axle back, which I like because it says Shelby. So there's brakes on the other side. Nothing crazy different. Show you the gut. It has 2011 and up steering wheel, but it's the Alcantara or suede, however, and he did some kind of white face gauge cover over that, but nothing works radio button wise and cruise control button wise, so don't really ask that question.
Show the R888.
Oh, okay, sorry. Here is Toyo R888s on Shelby forged Alcoas. These are the original run, if anybody cares. Shelby forged. They're not the 50th anniversary repops or anything like that. These are OG. Very nice, meaty job out back. They're a little low pro for me on the back, but they're hot.
Here we go, right here. 315,
315, 30, 20. And then the front, he has some Continentals on here, which are...
It's okay.
There they are.
They love filler.
275, 35, 20 for the fronts.
You tap the screen, it just...
Yeah, it's because it blinked out on me, but I rebumped it. Okay, so here is Shelby GT350 front brake kit. I don't know the retail on this, but I did see a kit on Lethal's website. I think it was like $2,500 for front and rear kit for one of these cars. So it's got a monster 15.5-inch rotor. The caliper, literally next to the stock GT500 one, is about triple the size. We did change the front struts in this car.
This is a 14-ounce brake clean can.
As you can see, for reference, the caliper is freaking huge. He's got the KR brake kit on here. However, it does not fit with these brakes. So we had to modify this hat. It had a huge lip on it. We had to grind that all down smooth so that way it would work. It's got some color-coded covers, but old school JLT carbon. It has a VMP 2.5 upper. We did an American Force, I think was the brand, tensioner on it, and a ATI 10% lower. It's got off-road X-pipe, stock manifolds, and then again the JBA catback. It's been tuned by Lund Racing. It's been on the dyno before, but not with the new pulley swap. I would guesstimate almost 700 wheel. It's on pump gas, so not expecting the moon out of it. Oh, the car does have factory HIDs. Yeah, I didn't even notice that before. So that's it.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So people that wanted a rundown of this car got a rundown from Christian himself. I stayed out of it because I really don't know what's going on with this car, and he knows way more about these cars than I ever would. So there's your rundown for the people that asked. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
Bye.